Hello and welcome. If you are here for the first time, I request you to kindly share and subscribe. As social distancing becomes the new normal due to COVID 19, consumer behavior is changing rapidly in real time to this new environment and circumstances. The pandemic has fundamentally changed the world, as we all know. Consumers are buying differently, they are shopping differently, they are living differently, and in many ways thinking differently. Supply chains have been tested, retailers are closing doors, consumers are looking at brands and products through a new lens. The virus is not only changing the industry rapidly but also accelerating underlying trends in products and brands. Various research indicates that the new habits formed during this crisis is going to stay, permanently changing what we value, how and where we shop, how and where we live and work. While everyone is anxious for the day when a proven vaccine comes out and we are able to live our life as in a routine way as before, will the changing behavior and the habits of consumers come back to normal as pre-COVID-19? Let's see how the consumer behavior is evolving, what are the patterns, what implication it has for brands and products and organizations, and which are the behaviors that is going to stay forever in today's insight. Now, what is it that is changing? Habits are already changing. Let us come to the basics. Everyone has to eat. The recent survey done in US groceries indicate that nearly 50% of the people have moved into online shopping, self-checkouts, and frictionless micro market to pay for groceries. Another survey done in US and Canada shows that nearly 70% people have moved into online shopping post COVID-19 when World Health Organization declared it as a pandemic. Getting back to normal will take time, and retailers will have to come out with new habits and solutions. Consumers will look for touchless shopping experience wherever possible, and they would definitely prefer for self-checkouts and online payments. We can really expect more number of unattended retail shops going forward. Basically, the no social contact rule is forcing customers to opt for self-checkout, self-service, no attendant, when they typically would have preferred for an attendant. Service and hospitality will change. Some observers believe that hospitality and service businesses will have to invest on unattended retail, on technologies. The current reality is that these industries are laying off people in thousands, if not millions. And if those businesses replace workers with automation, like kiosks, and when the crisis is over, these businesses will not be inclined to get these people back. And if that is so, it will also force the consumers to opt for these services by force. Some see that COVID-19 is hastening the use of these services even though it was happening before. So definitely the consumer behavior is changing. Having said that, it also calls for consumer screenings to be needed. Now, most of the retailers are also looking at avenues for having the screening done for each and every consumer when they are coming to their retail shops. There are companies which are working on automation devices, which also includes thermal camera, which will check the temperature of the customer before they enter to the retail shop. It will automatically open the shop of the retailer if the temperature is under control, or intimate the manager if not so. So these set of devices will have a future going forward. Whether real or imagined, the idea of assessing a product without human intervention is looked at as more hygiene and more safe. And as such devices and such methodology is going to be popular post corona. Adding to this is the spending power. As more people are losing jobs and there is a recession in the economy, and with less disposable income, the purchasing power is also reduced. The job losses, promotions, and increments being axed for the time being, the preferences would be for basic needs. Brands must think what could be done to bring back the optimism to the retail shops. It is recommended that brands should be a caring brand during these crisis times. They should not put profit before people. Otherwise, people will think those brands as betrayal brands. If the brands are comforting people and are coming out with PPE kits and N95 masks and getting delivered to places where it is needed, consumers will look at such brands as sensitive brands, and these brands will have or may have future post COVID. Another thing that will go in the future is the hygiene factor. Consumers will look at retail shops and retailers where they are having higher standards of hygiene. We might feel socially awkward when we think about people all around us as corona carriers. Even we may change our attitude towards people and behave indifferently, meaning that we may avoid handshake or a shoulder pat. Instead, we will just smile. Even stepping into a small lift in a mall will be a challenge. Many mall managers need to see and remove such fears from the consumers and always talk about and assure them of the safety and hygiene standards in the mall. Consumer behavior needs to be brought back to normal as soon as possible. There will also be a shift in the purchasing behavior. People will shift to buying products which are of personal hygiene. Even after the COVID-19 was declared, there is an increase of nearly 60% increase in the hygiene products, in the consumption of hygiene products. In times like these, what is needed is the basic amenities of life that takes precedence. It gives no surprise that people are more concerned about personal hygiene and they are more concerned about personal self than about family and friends. Food and medical security, financial security, and personal safety are the other priorities. People are also caring for themselves. This also happens due to the rampant advice given by the government and many health advisors on hygiene matters. People who used to wash their hands 6 times a day prior to coronavirus are now washing their hands almost 12 or 13 times a day. So hygiene has become the most important thing. People are caring for themselves. What is also noted is the shopping behavior of the consumers, which is evolving. Nearly 56% of the consumers think and say that they are buying only those commodities and things what is needed. If it is not needed, they are not buying, given the current landscape. What is seen is a shift in what they are consuming and a dramatic shift towards e-commerce buying. According to a recent study done, e-commerce sales have doubled in Canada since March 11, the day when World Health Organization declared it as a pandemic. More than ever, the brand loyalty is a low priority for consumers. They give very less preference to brand given the current situation. They are likely to buy what product is available in the shelf rather than waiting for the brand or rather waiting for the product to be restocked. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, it is believed that consumers will come back to brick and mortar retailing very slow and move to e-commerce, and the benefit of it will most probably go to big players like Amazon. Now, Alibaba's online supermarket, Hema, reported that there has been an increase of nearly 220% increase in sales during the Chinese New Year, at that time when the coronavirus was increasing. In the United States, the delivery service Instacart's subscriptions increased by nearly 40% when the cases were rising in US. Much of the e-commerce activity has been from the new users. It is also noted that 1 in 5 consumers that are ordering for online groceries has been new users, and nearly 56% are from the people who are already been into the buying pattern. According to the UK online supermarket Ocado, nearly 800,000 people who has been registered with them has been buying online every week. This has increased or maybe doubled, and the basket size has also increased post the pandemic. So there is a tremendous growth and a potential for e-commerce in the future. So the trend clearly shows that there is a tremendous potential and a much needed investment is needed for this channel. Consumers are also changing to new forms of entertainment such as subscription services like Netflix, Disney Plus and Amazon. Nearly 46% of the consumers have already registered newly into these services, and this comes from mainly from Generation Z and the millennials. Adding to this, brands are also being held for a new standard. Many consumers wants to know how these brands are responding during this crisis, and it is very clear that their future, whether they will buy from them or not, will also depend upon what the response these brands are giving during COVID-19 pandemic. Consumers expect brands to shift their priorities and resources in helping in this pandemic. They are also more interested that whatever actions has been taken and whatever support they have given for the patients and the people and to the community be transparent and be reported to the stakeholders. So what is it that we are expected to see going forward? Evidently, COVID-19 has caused a shift in consumer behavior. Some of them, as is being predicted, is going to stay there for a long time, and some will fade over time. What is going to stay? Online purchasing is going to be a permanent feature going forward. More people are going to buy online. So brands and organizations whose products are not available easily need to change and make it available, or else they will perish. Consumers will continue to turn to delivery services for restaurant and grocery items or food. People are going to spend more time at home, and it is predicted that they will go out and eat less in the immediate future, even though they will support their favorite restaurants. Luxury purchases will decline as people will resort to discretionary spending. However, people will continue to spend on necessary items, personal hygiene products, health, food and medicine. Greater media consumption, specifically the online video content, is going to stay for a long time. Brands should consider new ways to reach the audiences online, as through TikTok or YouTube, depending upon the target audience demographics. In-person events and campaigns will decline in the months to come. Marketers need to find new ways to advertise and adapt new methodologies and media mix going forward. But one thing is for sure, that this pandemic has brought unprecedented preferential change. Preferences are not easy to change, which no advertising agency or brand could ever do. Preferences are stubborn and most often impervious to marketing demands and communications and pleas. But a pandemic has changed the game much faster than any brand could ever do. Perhaps we can say that COVID-19 might change the way we behave as consumers. Thank you. I will be back with some more insights soon. Till then, take care and stay safe.